Okay, so let us see. Which question? The question was, find the value of how many root 2, 2. Ah, you wrote the question wrong. You wrote the question wrong. Yeah, 2 cos 8 theta. Cos 8 theta is multiplied with the 2. You wrote the question wrong. Vishal, do you try it at home? Vishal, do you try it at home? Huh? This was the question, isn't it? Root 2 plus. Where is the plus here?
You only not extended. You only take question not extended.
I wrote question wrong?
Yes, sir. Everyone does not only.
How did I?
Debit card.
Oh, plus.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no, we didn't try to do here. We didn't try to do here. He didn't try to do here.
When you press on link,
Only to okay. The question was this, isn't it? Did you do trigonometry before? No. Sir, did you study trigonometry before? No, 11th, right? Okay. I hope you can remember the formulas since in this last class. What about you? Several trigonometry, no? Oh. What is your name? He was Sagar. Where is Gagan?
He's absent.
What's the question? Yeah, root 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 cos 8. Yes. Didn't I do before? I didn't get plus before. I missed a plus here. He wrote a plus there. No, he wrote plus here. He just missed it 2 here. He wrote this plus. He missed this 2. You wrote this 2. You missed this plus. Now what did I write? I forgot. What did you write? Huh? This one only. Okay, fine. It's okay. Everything's fine. So you could do this, right? Abhishek and Vijay, did you do this? No. So didn't even try it. Went home, closed the copy, and then what? Started watching something else. Started watching movies, web series, etc., etc. How to proceed? Vishal, how to proceed? Revant and Sagar?
Sir, we can do the.
Taking 2 common, 1 plus cos 8 theta, isn't it? And it is under a square root. It is under a square root. Now, what is the formula for cos 2 theta?
In terms of function,
Cos 2 theta formula?
in terms of sine of cos.
Anything.
Sir, 1 minus 2 sine squared theta.
1 minus 2 sine square theta, isn't it? And in terms of cos? Now, which one should we apply here? Which one should we apply here? It is 1 plus cos 8 theta, isn't it? If you take this, it will become 1 minus cos 2 theta. So you should apply this one, isn't it? Cos 2 theta plus 1. Here it is cos 8 theta. Theta here is 4 theta, isn't it? Theta here is 4 theta. So if we take theta as 4 theta,
Plus 1 minus 1 will get the answer.
what will be this? 2 cos square 4 theta? Can I write it 2 cos square 4 theta? Yes or no? Up to this is clear? Now see, this is 2 square, isn't it? 2 into 2 is 2 square, right? I can write it 2 square. So now this thing goes outside the square root. Again, continue like this. Just a moment. Okay. So 2 plus It will be 2 cos 4 theta. Same again, take 2 common like this. Take 2 common like this and apply the same formula, isn't it? We can do the same way. It will come out to be 2 square into what? This time? Into cos square? Into 2 theta. Isn't it? Earlier this became 4 theta. It will reduce by 2 again. It will become half. Cos square 2 theta, isn't it? Cos square 2 theta. Then this will again become what? 2 plus 2 cos 2 theta. Again take 2 common and apply this formula. Isn't it? You will again get cos square, this time simply theta. What is the answer? 2 cos theta. Yeah. Same formula again and again applying 3 times. Very simple. Okay? Understood? Want to note it down? Note it down quickly. So note it down, quickly note it down. Others you could do? You didn't even try, no, Abhishek? After going on, you didn't even try the homework. No. Vijay? You also didn't try the homework. Very good. Are you all preparing for CET this year only? 2 months later? Are you all preparing for CET 2 months later? Don't feel like studying, Abhishek? Are you studying? Are you preparing? There are three subjects, isn't it? Maths, physics, and chemistry. Huh? So, today it's 15th March. Hardly another 67 days left. Hardly another 66 or 67 days left. 28. Done? Understood? Clear? Let's complete the trigonometry today. Okay. Shut up. Okay. Now, do you know how to find the general solution of a trigonometric equation? General solution of a trigonometric equation. Done this one? General solution of a trigonometric equation. For example, if we have something like sin theta equal to 0, what will be the value of theta?
0
and 180 only. And 360 also. It can be anything like that. So what will be the value of theta? If you are looking for principal value, the value must lie between 0 and 2 pi, isn't it? If you are looking for principal value, okay, there are two things. One is called principal solution, another is called general solution. Your principal solution, the angle must be between 0 and 2 pi. Okay, so here, if you are looking for the principal solution, theta will be how much? 0, pi by 2. Who said pi by 2? 0, pi, and 2 pi. These three are the principal solutions. Right? But if you are looking for general solution, you don't need to think about the interval. The general solution will be theta equal to something in the form n pi. See 0, 1 pi, 2 pi, then 3 pi, 4 pi, isn't it? Like that. But also, it can be minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi. Isn't it? Negative angles also. So n belongs to z. Integers. Okay? If you are looking for principal solution, the solution must lie within the interval 0, 2 pi. That is, the angle must be between 0 and 2 pi. 0 and 360 degree. But this is your principal solution. This is your, and this is your general solution. But if you are looking for a general solution, it means how many values can theta take? Here, theta can take how many values? Infinite number of values, isn't it? How large is the set of integers? Infinitely large. So, theta can be of the form from the principal solution. I can easily get the idea of the nature of theta. 0, 1 pi, 2 pi, isn't it? So, in general, it will become n pi, where n is any integer. It can be 0, 1, 2, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi, etc. 100 pi. Similarly, on the negative side also you will find that if you take minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi, that will also be sin theta equal to 0. Right? This is your general solution. That is principal solution. Then, what if cos theta equal to 0? What if cos theta 0? First of all, what will be the principal solution? Principal solution? Pi by 2 will come. Then? 3 pi by 2. Exactly. Anything else? Pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. Anything else? No. This will be a principal solution. What about the general solution?
N pi by 2.
N pi by 2.
N plus 1 pi by 2.
N plus 1 pi by 2. N plus 1 pi by 2. Okay. You are saying n plus 1? What is this n? Whole numbers. Okay. Okay, if I take n equal to 1.
Sir, integers.
Integers, okay. If I take n equal to 1, 1 is an integer. What will this be? 0. What will this be? 1 plus 1?
Sir, n
So you are saying pi will be a solution?
no, sir. N should be odd.
So you just said the general solution should be n plus 1 pi by 2.
It should be n pi by 2. N is equal to
It should be n pi by 2 if
integer does not consider 0. Sir, if
integer does not consider 0. Okay, if I take n equal to 2, if I take n equal to 2, if I take n equal to 2, it should be n pi by 2, but this n should be odd, isn't it?
sir, both, sir. For this is
See, it should be basically something into pi by 2, isn't it? 1 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2. Then it should come 5 pi by 2, isn't it? The principal solution will lie between 0 and 2 pi, isn't it? Only these two solutions lie between 0 and 2 pi, right? Just a moment.
that is for odd integer and
Just a moment.
even integer.
This is not the better place. Here, we can see that the nature of theta is pi by 2, then 3 pi by 2. So, by instinct, we can understand that it will be next 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, 9 pi by 2. Odd multiples of pi by 2. Now, within them, only these two values lie within 0 and 2 pi. So, these two are the principal solution. But, in general solution, we have to write all of them. All the odd multiples of pi by 2. How do you, or also along with that, pi by 2, the negative side also minus pi by 2 will come, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 5 pi by 2, all this. So basically you have to write odd multiples of pi by 2. How do you write an odd number? 2n plus 1. How to write an odd number? An odd number can be generally expressed in the form 2n plus 1. Yes or no? Odd number is basically 1 more than a multiple of 2. Right? 2n means even plus 1 odd. It will always come odd for any value of n. If you take n equal to 0, it will be 1. N equal to 1, it will be next one, 3. Taking n equal to 0 will give us 1. Next, taking n equal to 1 will give us 3. Next, taking n equal to 2 will give us 5. See, successive numbers we are taking for n, successive odd multiples we are getting? Yes or no? So we should take 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n belongs to z. You can take negative also. If you take n negative, say minus 1, what will it come? Minus 1. Minus 1. Then if you take n equal to minus 3, what will it? Minus 2, sorry. Minus 1, then minus 2. What will it come? Minus 3. See, again, successive odds. Right? Understood? We are taking n as successive integers. First integer 0, 2n plus 1 comes out to be 1. Next integer 1, it comes out to be 3. Next integer 2 comes out to be 5. Similarly, on the negative side, first minus 1, minus 1. Minus 2, minus 3. Then you take minus 3, it will come out to be minus 5. So we have generated all the odd multiples of pi by 2 on the negative side as well. Okay, this is your general solution for such type of equations. You may be getting a big trigonometric equation. After solving that, finally you will get cos theta equals 0. Then you will get general solutions. Yeah. Quickly note it down. Can I erase the sign part? Sign part? Sign part can I erase? Okay, note it down. Quickly note it down.
For pi by 2 and 3 by 2 close interval.
Sorry?
Close interval brackets for pi by 2 to 3 by 2.
You are saying that theta will lie in the closed interval?
Yes, sir.
Pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2 are the principal solution. Means they are the principal values of theta for the equation.
Okay. And unit circle that
We're not unit circle, where are you getting unit circle?
sir, we can go through unit circle for this.
Principal solution means the value of theta must lie in this interval. Okay? This interval. Principal solution means it lies between this interval. Any angle lying between this interval. Now, within this interval, which values of theta will satisfy cos theta 0? 3 by 2. Then why are you saying you want to take an interval? Taking an interval here means between values. Will between values satisfy 0? So, will you take interval? Understood? Will the between values between pi by 2 and 3 by 2 satisfy 0? Let us say pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. In the between 2 pi comes, pi comes, isn't it? Between pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2, pi is coming. 2 pi by 2. Between pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2, 2 pi by 2 is coming, isn't it? Yes or no? That is pi. What is cos pi? Is it 0? It is minus 1. It is not 0. So, this is not an interval. The solution is not an interval. It is just this particular two values. Here. Here. What was this now? So, these two values are the particular solution here. Okay. What unit circle? Tell me what are you talking about unit circle here? Where did unit circle come from? I am to listen. What happened? Yeah, tell me what unit circle?
This is the unit circle for cos theta this particular and for pi by 2. Pi by 2 and 3 by 2. In this case, cos function will be 0.
Yeah, so we have taken pi by 2 and cos 3 by 2. Yeah, at this point, at this particular point. Yeah,
That's what I think.
yeah, so it's a particular point. We are not taking interval. Taking an interval means all the values in between will be 0. Between it will range from some minus 1 to plus 1. It will be so many values, not just minus 1 to plus 1. And this will only be, it cannot be positive. Positive only in this side. So you take it between this, it will only be 0 to minus 1.
0 to minus.
Okay.
For entire complete circle, it will be
Minus 1 to plus 1. The range of sin theta and cos theta is between minus 1 and plus 1. Always. Isn't it? And what is the range of their reciprocals? Reciprocal of cos is sec. Reciprocal of sin is cosec. What is their range?
One and same.
Minus 1 to plus 1. Minus 1 to plus 1.
Plus 1 to minus.
Plus 1 to minus 1.
So minus 1, 1.
Huh? Everything is down. This one done? All of you?
No, sir, same.
Same one. What is sine 0? Yeah, tell me what is sine 0?
One.
0, 1.
Sine 0, 1. Sine 0? What is cosine 0? 1. Cosine 0. Undefined. Very big number. So, is it like minus 1 and 1?
Real number.
Huh? Okay, note it down. Done. Sagar, quickly, increase the speed. Done. Okay. Your sin theta lies between minus 1 and 1. Yes or no? Where will cosec theta lie?
Minus infinity to plus infinity.
Minus infinity to plus infinity. You are saying cosec theta lies between minus infinity to plus infinity. You are saying that. Now, Sagar is confused. When I ask him again,
It's just 0 to infinity.
0 to infinity.
Wait, negative values to the
0 to infinity. Negative will not come. You will not get negative values of cosec theta. Think about it. Huh? What is sine 270?
270. Sin 270 minus 1.
Minus 1. What is cosec 270?
Cosec minus 1.
So negative values are not coming.
Also minus 1 to infinity.
Minus 1 to infinity. Minus 1 to infinity. Cosec. Minus 1 to infinity. Minus 1 to infinity. Okay. What is sine 60 degree? No, sorry, what is sine 30 degree? 1 by 2. What is sine 210 degree? Sine 210 degree. Sine 210?
270 minus
Sine 210.
60 degree.
1 into plus 30. What will be that? Minus and 30. What will be that? Minus half. Minus half. So sine 210 is minus half. What is cosine 210? 210? Minus 2. But you said minus 1 to infinity. Isn't minus 2 outside here? Then what is the range? What is the range? This is the range. Except for minus 1 to 1, you will get all other values. In sine theta, you will get between minus 1 and 1. But in cosec theta, except for this range, you will get all other real numbers. Means minus infinity to minus 1, union 1 to infinity. You can never get a value between minus 1 and 1 for cosec theta. Can you get it? Think about it. Can you ever get it? Very simply, sine 0, 0. Cosec 0, infinity. Okay, sine 90 just becomes the highest 1. And cosec 90, 1. Its lowest is 1. Understood what I just said? Sine 0 is 0. Cosec 0 is infinity. Sine is increasing to sine 90 as 1. And cosec decreases to 1. Can it decrease any further? It cannot decrease any further. So infinity to 1 decreased. And similarly it will go from minus 1 to minus 1. So for cosec and sec, the reciprocals of sine and cos, that is cosec and sec theta, the range is this. The range is this. For sine and cos, this is the range, isn't it? This is the range for sine and cos. This is the range for sine and cos. Jamvi, this is the range for sine and cos. Huh? What is the range for sine and cos? You don't know. Sin theta minus 1 to 1, isn't it? You know that sin theta and cos theta, what is the range? What are the values between? Minus 1. So for sin theta and cos theta, this is your range. But for cosec and sec theta, the range just goes opposite, isn't it? The range goes in opposite direction. The range goes in opposite direction. Except for this portion, you will get all other values. Okay? Clear? Shweta? Done this? No. Okay. Observation clear? You can explain it later. Was clear? Understood the range of second cosec? Okay. Can I erase it? Next, you have next equation. What is tan theta equal to 0? Tan theta is 0. Then what will be the solution?
0.
Janvi, all okay? Discussion regarding maths or something else?
No, sir, sir might be to discuss.
We'll discuss this later after the maths class. First, maths, focus on maths.
Timetable, I didn't get the timetable.
Okay. So now, let us see tan theta equal to 0. What is the solution of tan theta equal to 0? 0, pi, at pi, and then 2 pi. Isn't this looking similar to sin theta? Huh? Vijay? Shweta? Is this looking similar to sin theta? Where is tan theta 0? At 0, pi, 2 pi, all the multiples of pi, isn't it? If you are looking for principal solution, the principal solution must lie between 0 and 2 pi. Only these are the values, isn't it? But what is the general solution? N pi, isn't it? The negative side will also come, minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi. Okay? Okay? So remember these solutions. You may have trigonometric equations given to you. You may have trigonometric equations given to you, and you may be asked to find the general solution. The solution would be finding theta. Solving algebraic equations means finding x, finding y, finding z. Here, solving trigonometric equations means finding theta. Okay. So these are three forms. You may find one is sin theta comes 0, cos theta comes 0, or tan theta comes 0. Apart from this, you may get something else also. For example, what if you get sin theta equal to sin alpha? Sin theta equal to sin alpha. Then what will be the value of theta? What will be theta? Remember these general solutions. What will be theta? Not alpha. It can be alpha, but it can be something else also. If you take the general solutions. Suppose sin theta equal to sin 30. Right? Fine. Theta can be 30. Very good.
Sin 4 pi plus alpha.
5 by 6.
360 degree plus alpha.
This is equal to half, isn't it? This is equal to half. Which can also be the value for sin 150. Theta can be 150 also, isn't it? Theta can be 150 also. Yes or no? Or theta can be something else also. 210. Not 210, no? 210 will be negative. No? It will be, after this, not 210. 210 it will be negative. It is the third quadrant. It is the third quadrant. In third quadrant you cannot take, isn't it? Third quadrant sign is negative.
Only first and second.
Sure? Are you able to comprehend? Are you able to understand?
Sir, I didn't understand what is that.
My question is, what I'm saying right now is I'm giving you, I'm telling you, you may find equations given to you. Trigonometric equation is given to you. You may have to solve it. Solving trigonometric equation means finding the value of theta, the angle. Just now we saw three final forms. The equation may come after you simplify. One can be sin theta equal to 0, cos theta 0, tan theta 0. This is understood. Now it may come out to be looking like something like this: sin theta equal to sin alpha. Sin theta equal to sin alpha. Then what can be the solution? It can not just be theta equal to alpha. Theta will be alpha, but for general solution, theta can be so many other values. Theta can be 150. If suppose sin theta equal to sin 30, sin 30 is half. Half can be the value of sin 150 also. So theta is 30 as well as 150. There can be more also. If you after crossing the fourth quadrant, go again to the first quadrant. 360 plus 30. Theta can be 390 also. Isn't it? So in general, not 2 pi. Remember this, the value of theta is given by n pi plus minus 1 to the power n into alpha, where n will belong to z. N pi plus minus 1 to the power n into alpha. How? Let us see. First take n equal to 0. If n equal to 0, this term is 0. If n equal to 0, first write this down. This is the general form, okay, of the solution. If after this, quickly write it down. If you get, but remember always to mention n, okay? Whenever you write the final solution of theta, always remember to mention the n. Where does n belong to? N belongs to z. Set of all integers. This will generate all the values of theta. Okay? Written? If you get final form as sin theta equals sin alpha, the final solution will be theta equal to n pi plus minus 1 to upon n into alpha.
Is that general solution?
Yeah, general solution. From general, so if you know the general solution, Sagar, if you know the general solution, you can easily write the particular solution. You just need to write the particular solution in between 0 and 2 pi. That's it. Particular solution should be in between 0 and 2 pi. Okay. If you know the general solution, you can generate the particular solution. Here, this is the general solution. If such a situation arises, sin theta equal to sin alpha. How? Check n equal to 0. If n equal to 0, first n pi is 0 plus minus 1 to the power 0 is 1 into alpha. So theta equal to alpha, theta equal to alpha, theta equal to 30. Clear? Theta equal to 30. First one is generated, isn't it? For n equal to 0. Next, if you take n equal to 1, n equal to 1, it will become pi. What is minus 1 to the power 1?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. So minus alpha. Here alpha is 30. Pi minus 30. Generated. These are the two principal solutions for this. Next, you see, take n equal to 2. It will become 2 pi plus minus 1 square. Minus 1 square is
Plus 1.
plus 1 into alpha. 2 pi plus 30. 3. Generated. Clear? So this is the general form. You can generate in this way all other values. Okay, infinite many values. In the general solution, theta will have infinite many values. In the particular solution, the value should only lie between 0 and 2 pi. Finite number of values. Here. Vijay? Abhishek? Yes. Shweta? Understood? Janvi? Slowly I am understanding. You may be given a trigonometric equation. You have to solve that. Solving that means you have solved algebraic equations since middle school. Solving algebraic equations is finding the variable x or y. Solving trigonometric equation is finding the value of theta, angle. So finding theta angle, you may be given an equation. After simplifying that, you will arrive to a final form. First form can be sin theta equal to 0. Suppose I have given this general solution, you can take it. If cos theta equal to 0. Then tan theta equal to 0. That can also come, or it may come sin theta equal to sin alpha. Okay, so the general solution is given by this. General solution means theta can have infinite many values. Because if you keep on increasing the angle, rotating the angle from 0 to 2 pi, again to 4 pi, you can keep on rotating the angle, you will find theta many values, infinite many values to satisfy. On the negative side as well. Minus this angle, isn't it? And apart from that, if you are asked to find the particular solution, what? Principal solution. Sorry, if you are asked to find the principal solution, you need to only write the values between the interval 0 and 2 pi. Only the first circle. Only the first circle, 0 to 2 pi. Okay, only the unit circle. Okay. So, next what? After this, what will you get? Sin theta equal to sin alpha. Next you can get cos theta equal to cos alpha. Next you can get cos theta equal cos alpha. Yes or no? Every day down. Next you can get cos theta equal cos alpha. For that general solution will be 2 and 5 plus minus alpha. N belongs to Z. Cos theta equal cos alpha, theta equal to 2 and 5 plus minus alpha. N belongs to Z. Cos theta equal cos alpha, theta should be 2 and 5 plus minus alpha.
Only theta from first and fourth quadrant.
Sorry?
First and fourth quadrant.
Only principal then?
So sir,
For cos theta.
theta and alpha lies first and fourth quadrant.
Theta will be your something. Theta is a variable.
Sir, actually theta is equal to alpha.
In the final solution, in the final trigonometric solution, you may find something looking like cos theta equal to cos say pi by 3 will come, something like that. Then you will write the general solution is theta equal to 2 and pi plus minus pi by 3. N belongs to that. There is a general solution. A particular solution you will generate from this such that those values should lie between this interval. The principal solution. What are you saying?
Sir,
Theta
general
is a
solution lies in first and fourth quadrant.
general solution. General solution infinite many values.
So positive.
Only positive values. Only positive values. First and fourth quadrant is when cos is positive.
Positive.
That is a different concept. First and fourth quadrant, cos is positive. First and fourth quadrant, what you are mentioning, that is for cos being positive, isn't it? What happened? What is your doubt? What is the issue?
Sir, theta is equal to something positive rather than general theta lies.
Here not just positive. Here you may I do cos theta equal cos alpha.
If we assume this theta is positive, then
If you assume theta is positive, you will not be. If it is mentioned in the question that take all find only the positive general solutions. If they mention find only the positive general solutions, you will ignore the negative side of the integrals. You will ignore the negative side of the integrals. Theta is a variable. You have a quadratic equation. You have done quadratic equations? You have this quadratic equation. Okay? In this quadratic equation, if I ask you, what is x? X is only positive, x is only negative. What will you say? X can be anything. Any real number. You will say x can be any real number. Similarly, in a trigonometric equation also, theta can be any angle. Any angle. Positive, negative, decimal, fraction, any type of angle, isn't it? 32.5 degrees, 71.9 degree, anything. Isn't it? Theta can be anything. That you have to write in the solution. These are just the formulas for writing the final general solution for you. Okay? Are you getting it? Sagar? Theta is your variable. Theta is your variable. If they mention that find only the positive solutions, if they mention in the question, find the general solution for positive values of theta only, then you will ignore the negative integers. Here you will ignore the negative integers. Here only with 0, 1, 2, 3 you will start. And if they don't mention anything, you will take entire z. It can be negative theta also. Okay? This is just the general form. You may arrive at something looking like this, or something looking like, say, cos theta equal to cos minus 2 pi by 3. Doesn't it look like cos theta equal to cos alpha? Huh? Cos theta equal to cos alpha. It can look like this. The general solution will be theta equal to 2n pi plus minus 2 pi by 3. Isn't it? That will be a general solution. Okay. Sagar, theta is a variable. If they define in your question, which they will ask that what is the positive solution of theta, then you will ignore theta or the negative values. Theta is just a variable. Variable, what is a variable? It can be anywhere, right? It will vary. Okay. Okay, written this down. Cos theta equal to cos alpha. Then the general solution is theta equal to this. Right. Next, another situation. tan theta equal to tan alpha? What will be when tan theta equal to tan alpha? What will be theta? What will be theta when tan theta equal to tan alpha? What will be the value when tan theta equal to tan alpha?
Same.
Tan theta equal to tan alpha? Theta equal to n pi. N pi plus or minus ASTC. Let me check. If n is 0, just a second.
So should be same as sin.
It will be similar to sin theta, but let me check just a second. 0 it will satisfy 1 plus. No. This time it will only be plus. Theta equal to n pi plus alpha. Remember this carefully. Sin theta equal to sin alpha, theta equal to n pi plus minus alpha. Cos theta equal to cos alpha, theta equal to, sorry, sin equal to sin alpha is theta equal to 2 n pi plus minus 1 to the power n cos, right? Cos theta equal to cos alpha, 2 n pi plus minus. But in tan theta equal to tan alpha, it is only plus. N pi plus alpha, there is no minus. See carefully, remember this carefully. Why? Because see. Why? Because quickly see. If you take n equal to 0, if n equal to 0, let us say it is given tan theta equal to say tan 30 degree, okay? Which is 1 by root 3, isn't it? Suppose it is given, suppose we take n equal to 0, we will get theta equal to alpha, theta equal to 30 degree. Here, equal to 30 degree. Fine. If you take n equal to 1, it will be what? Pi plus alpha. Pi plus 30. This side. So it is true. But if you would have written minus there, is minus pi minus alpha a solution here? No, because the tan is negative. It will not be equal to minus 30. It will become minus. It will not be equal to plus 30. It will be minus 30. But that is not a solution. It would be minus 1 by 2, not plus. Okay? Because tan is negative in the second quadrant. Tan is negative in the second quadrant. That is why the solution will not have any negative sign. No minus alpha. You cannot take pi minus alpha. Because if you take minus alpha, pi minus alpha, here tan is negative. So always n pi plus alpha. Go to the third quadrant. And again, 2n pi plus alpha. 2n pi plus alpha means first quadrant. Understood what I am trying to say? Here, n is 0. 0 plus alpha, first quadrant. N is 1. Pi plus alpha, third quadrant. Tan positive, tan positive. Here, I will not take here minus sign. Minus sign I will not take. Because if you take minus sign, you go to the second quadrant. Second quadrant, tan is negative. So we'll ignore that.
So what if we take minus 1? Minus 1. Minus 1.
And you go to minus 1, yeah. And you go to minus 1 means minus pi. Minus pi means you are going in the clockwise direction up to this. Right? And then plus alpha. Plus means again in the anti-clockwise. Again in this one. Here, we should consider only first quadrant and third quadrant. Here, why is n pi plus alpha? Because tan is positive only in the first and third quadrant. So remember this solution. Okay? Okay. Next. What is sin square theta equal to sin square alpha? Sin square theta equal to sin square alpha. It is different. What is sin square theta equal to sin square alpha? It is different. It is different than sin theta equal to sin alpha, isn't it? Huh?
X equal to also equal to A square.
X equal to A. Fine.
X square is also equal to
What is x square equal to A square? It's same. Or it is plus minus A? Is it same? Or is it plus minus A? X square equal to 3 square. What is 3 square? 9. So x can be 3, but x can be minus 3 also. Plus 3 or minus 3, because minus 3 square is 9, isn't it? That is why this case is different. Here it will come out to be alpha plus minus alpha and belongs to Z. Go home, check it, whether it comes out this one. Here will come out to be alpha plus minus alpha and belongs to Z. Okay? This is true for all these three equations. Remember this. This is true for all the three equations. This your Vijay Lakshmi Janvi, this is true for all the three equations. Okay? If your equation is in sin square theta equal to sin square alpha, cos square theta equal to cos square alpha, or tan square theta equal to tan square alpha, for all of them theta will be equal to n pi plus 1 alpha. If both are squares. Okay? Clear? Simple and easy to remember. Go home, try to find it how. Check it, verify it yourself, taking examples. Okay? Clear? Write it down. Shweta?
Yes, sir.
Understood? Any doubt to ask? Anything to ask? You can go home, you can check these formulas taking particular values. Trigonometry has a lot of formulas, lot of shortcuts. The more you practice, the better you remember them. There's a lot of formulas, right? Compound angles, multiple angles, submultiple angles, sum formula, product formula, this formula, solutions formula. Even you have sine rule, cosine rule, Napier's analogy, area of triangle, circumcircumference formula, isn't it? Lot of formulas. Done? Okay. After this, let's look at the sine rule for trigonometry. Suppose you have any triangle. Any triangle. Vijay Lakshmi? Okay? Suppose you have any triangle. This is A, B, C triangle. Okay? Now, yeah. A, B, C. They are the vertices, isn't it? Now, the side opposite to the angle A, capital A, we'll write it small a. Side opposite to capital B, we'll write it small b. Side opposite to capital C will be small c. That means the length of this side, A. Length of this side, B. Length of this side, C. Okay? Any triangle. We're taking any triangle. Then, by the sine rule, do you remember? What was the sine rule? A by sine A equal to sine capital C. This capital ABC are the angles, the angle values, and small ABC are the opposite side values, length of opposite sides. This is the sine rule. You don't need the proof. CET exam. Study this in tuition, right? This is a sine rule, right? For any triangle ABC, where small a, small b, small c are the length of the sides opposite to your angles, capital A, B, and C respectively. Then the sine rule is given by A by sine A equal to B by sine B equal to C by C. Okay? Then what is the cosine rule? This is a sine rule, isn't it? What about the cosine rule? Cos A equal to? Who remembers cos A? Cosine rule? Jamli, do you remember cosine rule? No, sir. Okay. He said no, sir. Right. You remember the cosine or cos A equal to? No. You remember the sine rule in this rule? This rule, do you remember this? Do you remember this rule? Do you remember the whole rule?
So, she's asking if you want this system.
No, ask me to remember this rule of yours.
Online parts.
What is cos A? What is the cosine rule? What is the cosine rule? For cos A, cos B and cos C? Cos A, cos B, cos C, what is the cosine rule? Huh? B by C. If it is simply B by C or something like that, why would have given such a long division sign? Cos A first. A means B square plus C square minus A square. B square plus C square minus A square divided by 2BC. Isn't it? Cos B will be C square plus A square minus B square divided by 2CA. And Shweta, boys are saying only, Shweta, what will be cos C?
A square plus B square plus C square
Minus
C square
by
2A.
AB. Easy to remember? Same pattern, isn't it? For all the three cosine of the angles, cos A, cos B, cos C. We also have Napier's analogy. We also have Napier's analogy. The most common are these two rules. The sine rule and cosine rule are the most common, isn't it? The next you have Napier's analogy. If it is tan B minus C by 2, what will be this? Tan B minus C by 2 will be given by small b minus c by small b plus c into cot A by 2. Tan b by 2 minus c by 2. Tan b by 2 minus c by 2. That is b minus c by 2 is equal to small b minus c by small b plus c into cot A by 2. Isn't it?
Capital B and C are
Angles. Whenever I am writing capital ABC, they are angles. Capital ABC are angles. Small ABC are their opposite side lengths. Small ABC are the length of their opposite sides, respectively. Capital A, small a. Capital B, small b. Capital C, small c. Small c is length of AB. Okay. Similarly, what will be basically from here you can write the formula for cot A by 2. Tan by that, isn't it? Similarly, what will be tan C minus A by 2? You can write it. And tan A minus B by 2, you can write it. Similarly, tan C minus A by 2 and tan A minus B by 2. Yes or no? You will write the formula similarly in the same pattern. Same pattern. C minus A, small c minus A by small c plus A. Cot B by 2, exactly. And here, A minus B by A plus B, write it yourself.
Cot C by 2.
Cot C by 2. Okay?
B plus C by 2.
Sorry?
B plus C by 2. Tan B plus C.
Can B plus C by 2 you do? You want more formulas? These formulas are not enough. Napier was also tired. He said, this much is enough. I will pressurize and torture you with only this many formulas. No more. You get the pattern in which you can remember these formulas? Everyone? A by sin A, B by sin B, C by sin C. These are equal. The sine rule. Very simple to remember. Cos A, cos B, cos C are very simple to remember. Cos A means B square plus C square minus A square. Right? 2BC. Similarly, cos B also minus B square. Cos C also minus A square in the numerator. Right? The pattern you can see in the three types of formulas. This is the first type formula, this is the second type formula, and this is your third type formula. Nepier's analogy also. You tan B minus C by 2, it will be B minus C by B plus C into cot A by 2. Similarly, C minus A by 2, A minus B by 2.
For secant it will be 2kc by this purpose.
Sorry?
Or secant 2kc.
Yeah, second is reciprocal. We said what is the formula for sec A? Reciprocal of cos A. Just taking the reciprocal of that big fraction. 2BC by B square plus C square minus 1. Okay? Everyone wrote it down? Done? Janvi? Done? 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 Okay. After this, we have area of triangle formulas. Now, if you are asked to find the area of a triangle with the help of trigonometric ratios, what will be the area of the triangle? Area of a triangle. Area of a triangle. Again, similar triangle. Angle ABC, opposite sides are AB small c. What will be the area of this triangle? Usually we know what is the area of a triangle given by delta equal to square root of what is the Heron's formula? Who remembers Heron's formula? S into S minus A, S minus B into S minus C. This was the Heron's formula for area of triangle. You remember it from mensuration? Plus 9, plus 8. Which class? 8, 9. Isn't it? High school. What is this S? Semi-perimeter or semi-perimeter. S equal to? Where? S equal to this, isn't it? Small s actually. It looks like capital. Small s, isn't it? This is the formula for area of a triangle, isn't it? Heron's formula. Where S is the semi-perimeter, isn't it? Now, what will be the formula in terms of trigonometric ratios? What will be the formula for area in terms of trigonometric ratios? This is area of triangle, okay? Area of triangle, delta equal to this. You can write A equal to any one. Ultimately, you have to tick mark your correct answer, isn't it? It's not step marking or anything. Okay. Now, this is the Heron's formula, right? Everyone knows this, everyone has done this. Or we also know half into base into height. Area of triangle is half into base into height, isn't it?
Only for right hand.
Only for
right hand.
Only for?
Right hand.
Who said? Half into base into height. Only for right angle triangle. Any triangle, if this is the perpendicular, can't you find area? This is the base, this is the height, half into base into height. Huh? Why? Right angle triangle is the triangle which defines trigonometric ratios. Huh?
We should know the perpendicular length.
Yeah, you should know the perpendicular length, of course. Of course, you should know the perpendicular length. If you don't know the length, how will you find it?
We can go for Heron.
If you don't know the perpendicular length, you will go for Heron's formula, isn't it? That is why we give two triangle area formulas. One was half into base into height. If you don't know the height value, you would have gone for the Heron's formula. If you only know the value of the sides of the triangle, go for the Heron's formula. ABC given to you, sides of the length of the sides of the triangle, isn't it? Now, okay. Now from this Heron's formula, we can find area of triangle, or using trigonometry, we can find area of triangle. How to find that? Half into this. If you take, suppose these two sides, A and B. If you take these two sides, A into B, you have to multiply them with the sine of the angle between them. Half AB, sine C. Okay? Half AB, angle between them, sine C. Or half, suppose I take BC. What is BC? BC. What is the angle between them? Sine A. See, such a nice pattern, isn't it? And half, if I take, what else? CA, isn't it? Half AC. AC. What is the angle between them? Sine B. That is your area of triangle formula in terms of trigonometric ratios. You can find it in any of the three ways. Half AB sin C, half BC sin A, half AC sin B. Half into product of the length of any two sides into sine of the angle between them. Okay? Easy to remember? What? The more you practice, then you can remember, isn't it? Alright, so I'll end out, another doubt. Now, just a few moments ago we studied the sine rule. Just a few moments ago we did the sine rule. What was the sine rule? A by sine A equal to B by sine B equal to C by sine C. Using that, you can also modify this formula for the area. You can modify. Yes or no? Using that, we can modify. If you modify that, area of formula will look something like, using the sine formula we just studied, isn't it? You can modify and see that it will look something like this. C square sin A sin B by 2 sin C. Or if you write in terms of B square sin B, sorry, not sin B, sin B will come in the denominator, isn't it? Sin A sin C by 2 sin B. Okay, B. Or A square sin B sin C by 2 sin. Okay, if you use the sine formula we just used, equal ratios, in this you can get these three types of formulas. Yes or no? So if you can remember that, you can find this. This is not a big deal. To this clear? Anyone wants to ask anything? We'll do a few questions. Quickly just write this formulas down. Done? Written? Boys, done? Abhishek? Vishal, done? Understood the pattern? Understood the pattern? You can note it down. Girls, done? Janvi? Understood the pattern? Right. Every formula has a pattern, isn't it? If you can remember one formula, you can write the all other two formulas, isn't it? Similar pattern. This remember, this you can write. One you can remember, others you can write. Very nice patterns. You can find it. Okay? Done? Now, suppose this is a triangle, isn't it? What do you mean by circumcenter of triangle? Circumcenter?
Equal from all.
Sorry? Tell me. Circumcenter, tell me. Circumcenter is?
Circle joining the vertex.
Give me the definition of circumcenter. Just in your own words. Okay, what are you saying? Joining the
vertex.
That is circumcircle. I'm saying what is circumcenter?
Center.
For a circumcircle, you need no circumcenter. Huh?
Center of the circle.
Yes, circumcenter is the center of the circumcircle. To make a circle, you need a center, right? What is that circumcenter? Where does it come from?
Bisection.
Bisection of?
Two angles.
Angle. No, there is angle bisection. There is incenter. There is no circumcenter.
Bisection of two lines
Not two, the three sides of the triangle.
sides. Three sides.
The point of Just a moment. It's still there. Stay in the call. What should I do? Stay in the call. Okay. If what is the circumcenter? It is the point of intersection or point of concurrence. Point of intersection or point of concurrence of the meeting point of the three. Again, that time she also said angle bisector. Angle bisector is incenter. It is a point of concurrence of the three perpendicular bisectors. Not any other thing but perpendicular bisector. This is your perpendicular bisector. Perpendicularly bisecting it. This length equal to this length.
So, but even if you consider the angle bisector,
that is called incenter. If you consider angle bisector, angle bisecting, no, this is different. This is no, it's not the same point. Incenter is a different point. It will be the same point only if you have an equivalent triangle. There are many types of centers: circumcenter, incenter, orthocenter. The three types of centers are and fourth one centroid. Four types of centers: circumcenter, incenter, orthocenter, and centroid. Isn't it? Centroid means intersection of all the medians. Medians means vertex to opposite side middle point. Orthocenter means intersection of all the altitudes. Altitudes means triangle drawing a perpendicular from the opposite vertex. This is different. Circumcenter means intersection of perpendicular bisector of this side. This is perpendicular, this is perpendicular, this is perpendicular. Okay? And bisecting them. Then this point will be called your circumcenter. And what is incenter? Intersection of the angle bisectors. Suppose this angle equal to this angle. Angle equal. Here also angle equal, here also angle equal. Then it is incenter. And you have circles for only two types of center. One is circumcenter. This circumcenter, you will have a circle. Another is incenter. You will have a circle. For incenter, you have incircle. Incircle. See, inside of the triangle. Incircle. For circumcenter, you have circumcircle. Circumcircle means circumference. Boundary. On the boundary of the triangle. Here, after taking the perpendicular bisectors, you can draw a circle from this point in this way. This circle will be called your circumcircle. And what will be the radius? Radius will be actually this. This is the radius from the circumcenter to the vertices. This is your circumradius. This is your circumradius. Your circumradius is given by, suppose, capital R equal to OA equal to OB equal to OC. Don't confuse it with this incircle or angle bisector. This is a different thing.
so it's the equivalent. Huh? If you consider scalar triangle, then
is it consider? Sorry? Who said? Any triangle. But side is very unclear. Here you have a scaling triangle. Here is the perpendicular bisector. Here is the perpendicular bisector. Here is the perpendicular bisector. From this point, you can again draw a circle like this. This to this equal to this to this equal to this to this. Radius will be this length, this length, this length equal to this length equal to this length. Okay. Here, what is the meaning of circumcircle? So circumcircle means from the circumcenter you will have this circle touching each of the vertices of the triangle ABC. O suppose is your circumcenter and our circumradius is capital R equal to OA equal to OB equal to OC. Okay. Then you can find the value of your circumradius using trigonometry. Using trigonometry. Your AR will be given by A by 2 sin A equal to B by 2 sin B equal to C by 2 sin C. What are this small ABC? Again, opposite sides, isn't it? Small ABC. Yeah. This O is O. What is this O? Circumcenter. Circumcenter. So circumcenter is given by A by 2 sin A equal to B by 2 sin B equal to C by 2 sin C. So from this, can you add something in your sine formula? What was the sine formula? What was the sine formula? You remember? A by sin A equal to B by sin B equal to C by sin C, isn't it? Was this the sine formula? Was this the sine formula? Yes. Was this the sine formula? From this, can I add something? All the three ratios are equal. They will be equal to some quantity. That quantity is 2 into capital R. R means circumradius. R means circumradius. Okay. R means circumradius. All the three ratios in your sine formula, they will be equal to 2R, isn't it? Yeah? From this formula we can find. So basically, if you can remember this, A by sin A equals B by sin B equals C by sin C, you don't need this. You can find easily the circumradius. Suppose in your question somebody gives you circumradius and somebody gives you the length of side A, you can find angle length. Anything, isn't it? Using this formula. Here. Or the circumradius can also be found by another formula, R equal to ABC by 4 delta. ABC by R equal to ABC by 4 delta. What is delta? Area of the triangle. Just now we did delta, isn't it? Delta means area of triangle. Delta equal to area of triangle ABC. Isn't it? These are circumradius. Small ABC by 4 delta. Small ABC means length of sides. Okay? Is it clear? Done? Understood? Circumcircle, circumcenter different. In center, in circle different. You don't need in center, in circle here. You only need circumcircle, circumcenter, circumradius. Okay? Shweta? Janvi? Done? Written? Okay. Now sometimes there are two other formulas I'll give you. Sometimes in some questions you will be given some, since it is aptitude, isn't it? Since it is your CET exam, you just need to find the correct answer, you don't need your step marking. Sometimes in some question you will find something looking like this, find the value of this. Cos A into cos 2A, or I can write theta, isn't it? Say cos theta into cos 2 theta, right? Into say cos 4 theta into cos 8 theta and so on. Something like this. See, these are all powers of 2, isn't it? Next will come cos 16 theta, right? Basically it is in this form, right? Cos theta, cos 2 theta, cos 2 square theta, cos 2 to the power cube 3 theta and so on. So it is up to cos 2 power n minus 1 theta. If you take this as n minus 1 theta, you can directly write this as, what can you write this as? Sin 2 power n theta divided by 2 power n into sin theta. Sin 2 power n theta divided by 2 power n into sin theta. Smith is joining now. Chemistry class. Hi Pushpa, can you hear me? Pushpa, can you hear me? Pushpa, right now we are continuing with the math class. Just give me 2 more minutes, okay? After that you have the chemistry class. So you can check this formula, okay? You can check this formula at home. You can check for only cos theta, cos 2 theta up to cos 4 theta, maybe. Okay? Your homework will be, check this if this formula is true for this. This one you can find by using yesterday's formulas. We did cos A into cos B. Using that formula you can find value of this. Right, Vishal? Abhishek? Using yesterday's formula, take it from them. You can find value of this and check whether it comes out in this form. Okay?
So what is after cos 8, cos 16? 16.
Yeah, 16 theta. 2 cube. 2 power 4. That means the angles are basically multiple of in powers of 2. Okay? Up to say, suppose it goes up to 2 to the power n minus 1. Then you can write it sin 2 to the power n theta. Okay? Divided by 2 to the power n into sin theta. Try to prove it for this. Cos theta into cos 2 theta into cos 4 theta. First find the value of this using yesterday's formulas. Cos A into cos B. Then see whether it satisfies this or not. Okay? And there are 2 more formulas you can remember. And one formula is, suppose your capital ABC are angles of a triangle, just now we did. Then what do you have? Sin 2a, if you have sin 2a plus sin 2b plus say sin 2c, it will be equal to 4 sin a sin b into sin c. Okay? And another one, tan a plus tan b plus tan c equal to tan a into tan b into tan c, where capital ABC are the 3 angles of your triangle ABC. Okay? These are the 2 other formulas which will help you in arriving to your solution quickly. Whenever you have sin 2a plus sin 2b plus sin 2c, we can use yesterday's formulas, sin c plus sin d, 2 sin c plus d by 2, cos c minus d by 2, isn't it? But suppose you don't have that much time in your, you want to do it quickly, you want to remember some other formulas as well, you can apply this. Suppose you have all the 3 angles of a triangle, sin 2a plus sin 2b plus sin 2c. Instead of applying that, first taking 2a and 2b, then taking that with 2c, isn't it? Instead of doing that, you can directly write it is equal to 4 into sin a minus sin. Okay? Done? Written? Is it done? Okay. Quickly write a question to homework. The value of, can I erase this? Everyone? Girls? Done? Quickly write a homework. The value of, everyone note your homework correctly. Don't worry, I'll check today, okay? Shweta? Don't worry, I'll check everything if I'm writing correctly today. Okay? The value of this, 1 plus cos theta plus sin theta divided by 1 minus cos theta plus sin theta is equal to, the option number is tan theta by 2. Theta by 2 is the angle. Option A, tan theta by 2. Option B, cot theta by 2. Option B, cot theta by 2. Theta by 2 is the angle. Option C, minus tan theta by 2. minus tan theta by 2, or option B minus cot theta by 2. Minus cot theta by 2. Next question. The minimum value of 5 cos theta plus 3 cos theta plus pi by 3 plus 3 is the minimum value of 5. This is 5. Okay. The minimum value of 5 cos theta plus 3 cos theta plus pi by 3 plus 3 is option A 5, option B 4, option C minus 4, or option D minus 4, or option D minus 5. Right, another question. In triangle ABC, do you write it down? Or do you write the question? Huh? Yeah. In triangle ABC, write another question. In triangle ABC, if small a equal to 26, small b equal to 30, cos capital C equal to 63 by 65, cos capital C equal to 63 by 65. Just a minute. by 65, and if small r1 is to small r2 is to small r3 equal to 4 is to 12 is to x, then x is dash. X is dash. Okay. And other question quickly. Option is numerical. X is dash. Numerical expression. So numerical type, right? Next, number of principal solutions. Number of principal solutions of the equation 2 to the power 2 plus 4 sin square x equal to 2 to the power 6 sin x belonging to this time open interval 0, pi are number of principal solutions of the equation 2 to the power 2 plus 4 sin square x equal to 2 to the power 6 sin x belonging to open interval 0, pi is dash. That's the question. Number of principal solutions of this equation belonging to the open interval 0, pi is. Okay. And one last question. If a plus b plus c equal to pi, how many questions? 4, right? How many did I give? No? 4. This is the first question. I like number 5. If a plus b plus c equal to pi, if can I erase the board? Return the equation. If a plus b plus c equal to pi, then the value of sin a plus sin b minus sin c. Then the value of sin a plus sin b minus sin c is option A sin a by 2 into sin b by 2 into sine C by 2. Option B, 2 of the same thing, sine A by 2, sine B by 2, sine C by 2. Option C, 3 times this. 3 times this, and option D, 4 times this. Same one, okay? The same thing here. If A plus B plus C equal to pi, then the value of sin A plus sin B minus sin C is equal to, option A, sin A by 2, sin B by 2, sin C by 2. Option B, 2 times this. Option C, 3 times this. Option D, 4 times this. Okay? Written? Shweta? 4 times sin A by 2, sin B by 2, sin C by 2. Okay? Same thing. Yeah? Try these questions for your homework. Written down? Done?